So while I've got my main stack of important movies to get to, I do still have this huge collection of shrug emoji movies too, and I'm still going to go through them hoping to find some kind of lost gem. First one I pulled out of this pile was 2009's Evil Angel, something I've never heard of from a company I've never heard of. In fact, I don't think this has even been released in the US. My copy appears to be from a European DVD. And honestly, I didn't think I was going to make it through the softcore porn opening credit sequence that feels like it goes on forever. I was able to notice Ving Rhames' name during those credits though, confirming to me that he'll seemingly do anything he's offered. But then I also see that John Frizzell is credited with doing the score. He's done music for real movies, stuff like Office Space and Alien Resurrection, so just what the hell is this movie? Well, sit back and let me tell you how this movie begins, because it is batshit crazy. There's a dude frantically running all over town because he's seeing demon women everywhere, and he ends up on a high-rise rooftop.
Batman. What did you say, honey? Batman.
No, honey, that's not Batman. It's David.
Get somebody.
Batman.
Eventually, the man falls to his death at the same time as a baby is being born. Meanwhile, the paramedic who delivered that baby is now trying to save a stabbing victim, who seems to know him. She dies in the hospital at the same time another patient wakes up and murders two people in a supply closet. Then the paramedic goes home to find his wife fucking some other dude, and so he punches all their family photos to death. The wife is a cutter, and because she feels bad about what she's done, she starts cutting. Now, this is all 18 minutes into this movie, and 3 to 4 minutes of that were the porn credit sequence. The movie seems to settle a bit after all that, as Ving Rhames starts private dicking some things after his private dick partner son is murdered, and the paramedic's wife tries to kill herself several different ways, prompting her jilted paramedic husband to move back in with her, despite his paramedic partner making it known that he can totally take her pulse with his thermometer, or however sex works. Okay, so maybe it didn't settle down, but it settles down after that, as it kinda starts ripping off Fallen, but is also the best witchcraft movie I've ever seen. The wife is then successful with the suicide attempt, sort of, but the lady who died earlier, who acted like she knew the paramedic husband, takes possession of her body. Maybe. The paramedic is all into this because he's been stalking her after she died, falling in love with her, and now she's in his hot wife, but without all the suiciding. So that's unusual, right?
Marcus. It's my soul that's a virgin, not my body. You don't have to be so gentle.
Gross? What? I mean, how is... What? No, he doesn't seem to regret anything until the next morning when his dead wife, who is now a dead stranger, starts acting oddly. Turns out she might not be the dead lady after all, but a very old-school Jewish demon named Lilith, who was Adam's first wife, and when rejected for Eve became all filled with wrath, and now she murders fools in crack houses and such. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to unpack any more of this movie for you, because despite all that, I still left a lot out. At over 2 hours, this movie is dense with things that happen in it, and Ving Rhames is in it way more than I thought he would be. He's really good, too. He's not phoning it in or cashing a check, and that coupled with all the insanity this movie crams in makes Evil Angel a definite recommendation. If you can find it. It's not an amazing movie. I mean, like I said, it does settle into a place where you're all, oh, okay, I saw Fallen also. But it's never boring, and boy, is there a lot of nudity in it, and so you should really seek it out. I mean, out of all the crap that gets dumped onto DVD, this didn't? That's crazy. And speaking of crazy,